What's up, Steve? This strategy is still unbreakable, and yesterday many of the pro players were using the same root rider strategy throughout the tournament. Hardly we have seen one or two dragon attacks, but they were still not as powerful as root rider strategy. So I'll show you a live legend attack. I have been using this since last legend season, and even in this season I have been using this. I have a base with me, which is pretty stands pretty strong against root rider attack. I'm using one earthquake spell to make buildings weak while doing the RC charge. We'll go from here. Pretty standard attack. Use your uh, Invis spell again after every 4 seconds. If you miss the count, no issues. If you feel like your uh, spirit fox will go down, then use your Invis again and again, like I have just used. I'm using different army pets and equipment. You can replace it as you want. This strategy is very flexible with that. I'm using troop launcher. You can always replace that with the log launcher if you are more comfortable with the log launcher. We'll use early warden ability because there is a lot of damage because of the mortar. We'll use another one here. So this is very simple, and as you can see, things go very easy in this attack when you are using the uh, root rider strategy. Also, Supercell has announced that they would be shifting the meta in near future, just so that people start using more troops, and it would not feel pretty standard that people are using only root rider and the dragons. But until then, I would say this strategy is broken, and you can use that. Once the update is released, we can always shift to the meta. I'm using snake bracelet, but you can use earthquake boots on king. I would recommend you guys to subscribe to this channel. I have been posting a lot of strategies, and there are different kind of strategies as well, but mostly there are a lot of root rider strategies. This is just because the meta currently is more towards the root rider attack, and a lot of successful attacks and successful players use root riders because it is pretty simple and very strong strategy. While dragon is also an alternative to this, but in dragon it would require long RC walk with haste while on the RC, which requires a lot of practice. The topmost, as per me, strategy would be the warden charge with the fireball, and you can use either the furnace or the rocket loon. But furnace doesn't work on the hard mode, so it can be a starter, as I have shown in my previous video. You can always go and check that. And later on, once you have been able to master that, you can always shift to the rocket loon. In this way, you will always be able to master the strategy of warden charge. The only challenge in that is the time fail, but once you first use it on the legends on a daily basis with the furnace, then if you shift towards the rocket loom, it will always be helpful. That's it in today's video. Meet you next time. Until then, bless hard, climb higher.